Yesterday, on May 10th, we followed an X-class solar flare that left the sun. It was Earth-facing, and right after that happened, we called for an earthquake watch in the vulnerable parts of the world. It wasn't even 7 hours later that a very strong 6.5 to 7.0 earthquake struck Argentina, but something happened 1 minute prior to that earthquake that the USGS did not pick up. And for once, no tsunami buoys were hurt during the making of this video. And are we finally going to be seeing the first signs of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season? Some charts say yes and some charts say no, but regardless, we are approaching that official June 1st beginning date where things can get very serious very quickly. It is now time to break down all this information. We're going to do it right here, right now. Let's go. My friends, and we'll get into hurricane season in just a moment, but I want to talk about this almost 7.0 earthquake that struck Argentina just hours after an X-class solar flare left our sun Earth facing. And I want to take you right to the USGS because as you can see, that earthquake was picked up and then relabeled as a 6.8 at 193.8 kilometers in depth. A very, very deep earthquake about 7 hours after that X-class solar flare. Now, if that's not interesting enough, I want you to take a look at the USGS in the area of Brazil. There are no earthquakes in the past 24 hours. I have this set for 1 day, all magnitudes. But once again, if we go over to another site called Volcano Discovery, check this out. 1 minute before that 6.9 earthquake in Argentina, or at least close to Argentina, we had a 6.2 to 6.5 strike this area of Brazil. I'm going to go ahead and click on the detailed info of this earthquake, and as you can see, this thing very much took place. There is tons of data on this earthquake. There are multiple sites that have picked this up as another deep earthquake. This one was 150 kilometers in depth. A 6.2 was the adjusted reading. And take a look at the time, May 10th, 2307. So I sort of need to correct myself really quick. This earthquake actually took place 1 minute after the Argentina earthquake. We'll take a look at these side by side so we can actually verify the different times, but it's still just completely mind-boggling to me how the USGS would not pick up such a significant earthquake. A 6.2 in Brazil is a very big deal, especially when there's people on the ground reporting feeling it actually happened. And again, that is without a single trace of this being picked up by the USGS. But nonetheless, we have two earthquakes 1 minute apart that took place just 7 hours after an X-class solar flare, an X1 class solar flare, mind you, which once again just doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. There are many people that claim that the sun has nothing to do with earthquakes, but there's also many people that do think it has something to do with earthquakes, and I'm definitely one of those people. I am obviously going to continue to dig into this situation. Your guess is as good as mine right now as to why this was not picked up by the USGS, but we got to move along to something else, and that is hurricane season, because we are 21 days, 3 weeks away from that June 1st official start of the Atlantic hurricane season. In fact, the list you're about to see scrolling up your screen, which I will link in the description box, shows all different May storms, everything from tropical depressions to Category 1 and 2 hurricanes, and that is before the June 1st date. So it's going to be very possible to see charts like this, which are showing the possibility of a low-grade hurricane hitting the panhandle of Florida around May 26th. Even though that date is about 2 weeks away, the reason I'm showing this to you is because the conditions in the Atlantic Ocean change so quickly that we go from basically seeing zero activity to almost a different storm on a daily basis. Now, I want to show you what the predictions are for this season. And as you can see on this chart, not only do we have the names, the 21 names that are given to us at the beginning of each season, but we also have on the chart towards the bottom, the estimations of what to expect this year as compared to 2001, and then towards the right, we have the 30-year average. So without getting into too much detail, you can see right off the bat, we are expecting 19 named storms, 9 hurricanes, and 4 of them being major hurricanes, which are anything Category 3 and above. So once again, the reason I'm showing you this potential hurricane or tropical storm is only to show you that the conditions are beginning to set themselves up, and we will be seeing these things on the charts in the coming days and weeks. But keep in mind, a rule of thumb is to not really look past 5 days when it comes to predicting these storms. It's always good to be prepared and check out the charts and see what they have to offer as far as data, but it's really within that 5-day period where the data will be at its most accurate. With that said, my friends, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave your comments and thoughts down below about any of the information we have have here, and even some of your theories. That comment section is very important. Shout out to Canada, and I'll be back later on today or tomorrow with another video. And until then, take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all, and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.